Well, I did a little better last week, going 10-5, but still got some work to do. I want to do better than that. I want to, get 11 or 12 games right this week. Let's hope this is the week to do it. Here we go. All of my Week 12 2013 NFL picks. We're just going to go bing, bada, bam, bada, bing, bada, boom, right through them. Thursday night matchup: the New Orleans Saints travel to Atlanta to face the hapless and hopeless 2-8 Atlanta Falcons. Not a lot of thought here. If the Falcons win this game, it'll be one of the upsets of the year. The Falcons have looked bad. They've looked terrible offensively, defensively. The Saints are going to win this game. Moving to the Sunday matchups, you got my Bears traveling to St. Louis to take on the Rams. McCown is starting again at quarterback, which is a very good thing for me. I will take Josh McCown over Kellen Clemens at this point. Give me the Chicago Bears to win, even though the St. Louis Rams, right before their bye week, looked really, really good, pounding the Indianapolis Colts. You've got the Carolina Panthers riding their 6-game winning streak to Miami to take on the Dolphins. This could be a bit of a danger game for the Panthers. I got to admit, the Dolphins played well last week, played well enough to win, which is all that matters in the NFL. But the Panthers are so hot right now, and they're playing such a good brand of football. I'd be stunned if they lost this game, so I'm taking the Panthers. The Jets are traveling to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. The Jets are sitting at 5-5. They're right on that cusp. If they can win a game, they can keep themselves in the midst of that AFC wildcard picture. If they lose, they're probably, for all intents and purposes, pretty much done. Whereas for the 4-6 Ravens, this is a must-win game. They must win this if they have any playoff aspirations at all, and even maybe any delusions of trying to still win the division. I'm going to take the Ravens here. I'd rather take Joe Flacco, as bad as he's been this year, over Geno Smith, who at times has been as bad as he's been. The Jaguars travel to Houston to take on the 2-8 Texans, and it's funny here because I really wanted to pick the Jaguars to win this game. I told myself before, about 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't pick the Texans or the Falcons to win another game this year. And maybe I should stick true to that. For some reason, I just stubbornly refuse to pick the Texans to lose a game for whatever damn reason. Maybe they should have beat the Raiders last week, but they didn't. And maybe they should beat the Jaguars this week, but they might not. But I will pick the Texans. They got to win one at some point, I would think. You've got Minnesota Vikings traveling to Green Bay to take on the mighty Scott Tolzien and the Green Bay Packers. This matchup here, the Packers desperately need a win. The Vikings are done in the playoff race. When you look at Green Bay, they've just got to stem the tide. They've got to win a game here to keep themselves alive in the playoff race in the NFC and just hope that Aaron Rodgers can come back for the Thanksgiving game next Thursday. I'll take the Packers here. I still think even with Tolzien at quarterback, it's not like he's a whole lot worse than Christian Ponder, and it's still tough to go into Lambeau and win a game. You've got the Pittsburgh Steelers at 4-6 traveling to the Dog Pound to take on the 4-6 Cleveland Browns. Another matchup here, a divisional rivalry. And when you look at this matchup again, you could say Pittsburgh, after starting off the year very rough, they're now 4-6. They still have some faint hopes left in the AFC playoff race. And you could, I guess, technically make the same argument for the Cleveland Browns, but I think the Browns are trending down and the Steelers are trending a little bit up here. The Steelers have played much better football over the past few weeks, had an impressive win over the Lions last week, even though it looked like at one point in time they were going to get run out of their own place. Second half came along and they stemmed the tide and they found a way to win. I'm going to take the Steelers to win. You got the Bucks, who have been playing a really good brand of football the past 3 weeks, going to Detroit to take on the first place in the NFC North, Detroit Lions. This is an old NFC Central matchup, so this appeals to me. The Bucks have been playing really good football. Bobby Rainey had a huge week last week. Mike Glennon's been very good for a third-round rookie as a starting quarterback. The Bucks are still playing hard. They're playing like they don't want Greg Schiano to get fired, even though you would think maybe they wanted to play bad to get Greg Schiano fired. But I do think the Lions will find a way to win at home. San Diego travels to KC to take on the Chiefs. The Chargers lost last week against Miami. The Chiefs lost last week on Sunday night to the Denver Broncos. The Chiefs showed you who they were, but they're still a good football team, a good regular season football team. This is a bit of a danger game, though, because I believe after this game, the Chiefs go right back around and play the Broncos again. And as a result, they could be caught looking ahead, smarting a little bit off of last week. There's an opportunity here for San Diego to win a game and keep any hopes they have of being a wild card team in the AFC alive and well. But I will say that the Chiefs should come back from the Sunday night loss, learn something, and play a little bit better and find a way to win at home at Arrowhead. We've got the Titans traveling to Oakland to take on the Raiders. We'll be starting Mike McGlynn again at quarterback. I look at the Tennessee Titans and, they should have beaten the Colts last Thursday night, but they didn't. They found a way to lose. Fitzpatrick is playing okay. I don't really see, frankly, much difference between him and Jake Locker at this point. I'm going to take the Raiders here at home, the Black Hole. They're not playing a terrible brand of football. Their quarterback played very well last week. I'd anticipate he might do more of the same this week. You've got a danger game here for the Colts traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. I'm going to take the Cardinals here because their defense is playing very well. Carson Palmer just had a huge 400-plus yard passing game last week. This is a team that's clicking in a lot of different ways right now, both defensively and even a little bit on the offensive side of the football. The Cardinals are not out of the mix at all in the NFC playoff picture. And the Colts right now, they need something because the past couple of games that they've played, they have not looked very good. Even beating the Titans on Thursday night, they did not look that good. So they seem a little lost without Reggie Wayne. All of this, the bottom line is I think Arizona's going to win this week. And the Cowboys travel to New York to take on the Giants. The Giants, who started off 0-6 and now have won 4 games in a row. They're one of the hottest teams in the NFL. Can you believe I'm saying that? One of the hottest teams in the NFL. They've taken advantage of some nice matchups over the past few weeks, not exactly facing big-time quarterbacks. Well, they get a better quarterback here in Tony Romo. The Giants, got beat by the Cowboys to start off the year. They'd be looking for revenge. The Cowboys are, the Cowboys. They're 1 week they're good, they're 1 week they're bad. They lack that certain something that winning teams should have, like real winning teams. I'm going to take the Giants here. They've won 4 in a row. They're playing at home. They've got a lot of momentum on their side. The Cowboys are coming in, still kind of walking wounded off of a bye week. I'll take the Giants to win. The Sunday night matchup, you've got the Broncos traveling to New England to take on the Patriots. It's Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady. Oh boy! I'm sure most people are going to pick the Denver Broncos, and they probably will win. But to be a little contrarian, I will take the New England Patriots to win. I don't think they played terribly against the Carolina Panthers on Monday night. It's just the Panthers had the better day, and they ran the ball well, and they played better defense than the Patriots did. I look at this, you've got Peyton Manning, you've got Tom Brady. I'm always going to side with Tom Brady over Peyton Manning. That's just the way it is, and that's why I'm picking them to win. The Monday night matchup, I don't think there's a lot of discussion here. Yeah, the Niners have lost 2 in a row. Their offense, especially in the passing game, is not very good, but they are facing the Washington Redskins. RG&E and the rest of that crew are not exactly lighting the world on fire right now. I'm taking the 49ers to win, and that's that. Again, remember, you can go against me. Put your picks in the comment section down below. I went 10-5 last week. I hope to win 11, maybe 12 this week. I would like to do that, but we'll see how it goes.